this morning. Yesterday I spoke about Christianity and drinking. Today I want to talk about Christianity and music because, believe it or not, it is a topic. It is a hot topic, to be honest with you. So for me personally, I didn't always listen to gospel music all the time. It's not something that I cared for too much. I only really listened to worship music when I went to church on Sunday. But what happened was when I start on a journey of building a relationship with God and building intimacy with the Lord. And when I found myself at the bosom of God and at the foot of the cross all the time and spending time with God every day without anyone forcing me or without being led to do it, it's just something that happened organically and naturally. It wasn't something where I woke up one morning and I was like, I am going to only listen to gospel music. It wasn't like that at all. It just happened. I just naturally gravitated towards listening more to gospel music. I would say I listen gospel music 90% of the time. I listen to gospel music a lot, and that's natural. It wasn't because someone advised me to. It wasn't because I grew up in an environment and I feel like I had to. The closer I got to God, the more I wanted to listen to gospel music. Now, I wrote a few things down as always each video because I do believe in accepting constructive criticism, and the criticism that I'm getting is that I need to make my points. In order for me to make my points, I gotta write them down because I do have the gift of gab. I will talk until eternity if I do not focus. So I wrote down a few things so I could remember. So what Christian music does, it helps us to remind us that there is a higher power at work. The music also helps to keep Christians self-aware and more connected to spirituality. That's what gospel music is to me, and I believe to other Christians. Now, gospel music brings me in the presence of the Lord. The reason why I listen to a lot of gospel music, I feel like when I listen to gospel music, it ministers to me. Reading the Word and having time with God, having devotional is not the only way that I feel like I'm being ministered to or God is speaking to me. I truly believe, this is my opinion, that I am being ministered to when I listen to gospel music. I also listen to gospel music when I feel stressed, when I feel that my emotions are getting the best of me. I listen to it to calm my spirit. I listen to it to worship. I listen to it to meditate. Those are the reasons why I listen to it. I listen to secular music as well, and I don't believe listening to secular music is a sin. However, I believe, in my opinion, there are explicit, unnecessary music, I believe, that can taint your spirit, especially a woman like me who is celibate, that is not going to have sex until marriage. So if I am celibate and I'm not going to have sex till marriage, I have to limit myself to what type of music that I listen to, so it doesn't stimulate any immorality. However, I have to admit, because I've been celibate for so many years, the struggle that I used to have before at the beginning of my journey of celibacy or abstinence, actually, I don't have those same struggles anymore because I have built a spiritual callus in that area. I'm not saying that I don't ever struggle, but what I'm saying is it's very rare now that I struggle in the area of sexuality or immorality. At the beginning of my celibacy journey, when I would say, a baby Christian, I was spiritually immature. There's certain music that I couldn't listen to because I was very new at it and I just started the celibacy journey. It would trigger certain things. Now it's just a beat or a song. So it depends on where you are with your walk with God. For me right now, if I'm singing a couple of lyrics because I just heard a song and it's in my head, it doesn't affect me the way it would affect me in my first year of celibacy, or first 3 months, or first couple of weeks of celibacy. I'm 4 years in now. So the way I was affected before, I'm not affected like that anymore. yeah, so I really talk, it's about how the music, it's an individual thing. See, here's the problem that I have, that I feel like I have to make videos like this. I feel like in Christianity, a lot of Christians do blanket treatments. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the terminology blanket treatment. Blanket treatments is when you feel like one rule applies to everybody. And I think sometimes we forget that our walk with God is an individual walk with God. Even though we're all following one God, one Bible, you know, it's still an individual walk, because we all are individuals and we all have different struggles. So this whole blanket treatment that you can't listen to secular music is a little bit legalistic and very religious, because it depends on the individual. I listen to a lot of R&B and hip hop songs when I work out. And have I listened to gospel music when I work out? Yes, I have listened to gospel music. Recently, when I started working out, I don't listen to gospel music. I have just to let you guys know, just because I'm always talking about taking care of yourself, eating healthy, and working out, it doesn't mean that I wake up and I want to do it. The reason why I listen to hip hop and R&B is because, one, it's I love 90s R&B, because I'm in love with the 90s and the type of music that we listen to in the 90s. I know it's music that I'm familiar with, music that I know the words to. And also, it keeps me upbeat. It keeps me motivated. It keeps me motivated through my sets. So remember, I'm very big on why. Everything is about why do you do something. That's why I do it. I do listen to gradually. Do is watch and see. And like, all we have to do is just see how the music is affecting you. If you feel like it's affecting you in a negative way, then you don't listen to it. So the bottom line is this: do you? If you feel like, because a married person has a different experience than me. I'm not married yet. Okay, so there's certain musics that I can listen to when I'm married with my husband that it's not going to affect me as a single person. Does that make sense? As a single woman who is single, who is not sexually active, and I am abstinent, of course, if I listen to certain things, it would trigger certain things. So that's why I said this is an individual thing. It's not a blanket thing. It's not a blanket thing at all. It's individuality. You're having an individual relationship with God. So I don't believe in this whole religious thing that if you are saved and you're a Christian, you can't listen to this. You can't. What? Somebody telling me I can't listen to Gladys Knight? What? Somebody telling me I can't listen to Patti LaBelle? Are you crazy? I can't listen to my 90s music? When Beyonce her first CD that she did, I burned that CD out in my car. I know every word to every song in her first CD. I'm wearing a Beyonce shirt. This is the first concert she had, her first tour. I still have this shirt. It still looks brand new because I take care of it. And I know some people are going to judge me. Oh, you're listening to Beyonce. She's Illuminati. She had devil music in her songs. And I'm not going to argue that. But you guys have to understand it. It's an individual thing. It's an individual thing, and I don't know necessarily if all these rumors about her are actually true, because I know for me, I personally experienced people talking bad about me and saying things about me that are not true, and people don't even take the time out to have a conversation with me to find out if these allegations are true. So the same way that I want people to treat me, I would like to treat celebrities like that too, because they're actually human beings, because we have to stop believing everything we hear. I'm not saying those things are true or they're not true. All I know is this is my personal experience. I know for me, I was a fan of Destiny Child. When Destiny Child broke up, she did her first CD. Guys, when I say I burned the CD out, I burned it out to the point where I had to go buy another one. This first concert I went to, I was married at the time. I was dancing so hard at the concert, I didn't even realize that my husband at the time, my ex-husband, wasn't even next to me. He said I lost my mind in the concert. I literally thought I was Beyonce because I was dancing to every freaking move. It was to the point where she literally pointed at me because she saw me just yo, y'all have no idea. I am a goofball, okay? I'm a complete Oh, do you hear me? Do you hear me? I have concerts in the shower. I have concerts in the shower with the body wash. Yo, I'm saying crazy. But you know, enjoy your everyday life, yo. Listen to what you want to listen to. Just see how it affects your life. If it affects your life in a negative way, then you adjust accordingly. We're not doing blanket treatments around here. We're not being super religious. We're being spiritually grounded. And it's really not about the music that we hear. It's the why we're listening to it, how it affects us, and if it's interfering in our relationship with God. Anything that interferes your relationship with God is not in the number one spot, then you adjust accordingly. But if you listen to secular music, you're not going to hell. You know, we need to husa, relax, breathe, and enjoy our everyday life. Do you hear me? Enjoy your life.